War has produced many heroes, but sometimes one moment of courage becomes legendary. In May of 1918, during World War I, a single American soldier faced an entire German raiding party in the darkness of the battlefield. Outnumbered, outgunned, and badly wounded. But he refused to surrender. His name was Henry Johnson. And what he did that night became one of the most unbelievable acts of bravery in American military history. Henry Johnson served in the 369th Infantry Regiment, a unit that would become famous during the war. They were known as the Harlem Help. This regiment was made up mostly of African American soldiers who faced discrimination even while serving their country. But on the battlefield, they proved themselves to be some of the toughest fighters in the war. In fact, the Hellfighters would spend more time in combat than almost any other American unit. And on one night, in the Argonne Forest, Johnson's courage would become legendary. It was the early hours of May 15, 1918. Johnson and another soldier were standing guard on the front lines in the darkness. Suddenly, the quiet night exploded with noise. A German raiding party of about a dozen soldiers rushed their position. They began throwing grenades and firing rifles. Johnson immediately opened fire with his rifle. But the enemy kept coming. Within moments, Johnson was hit by shrapnel and bullets. Still, he refused to retreat. As the fight grew closer, Johnson's rifle jammed. Most soldiers in that moment would have been overwhelmed. But Johnson grabbed the next weapon he had. His rifle became a club. He smashed it into German soldiers who were trying to overrun the position. Then another German soldier charged him. Johnson pulled out a knife. What followed was brutal hand-to-hand combat. Despite being badly wounded, Johnson fought off the attackers, one by one. At one point, he even stopped the Germans from capturing his wounded teammate. The battle lasted only minutes, but it felt like forever. Johnson continued fighting even as he lost blood and strength. Eventually, the German raiding party broke and retreated into the darkness. When the fight was over, several enemy soldiers lay dead or